Hello everyone out there and welcome. I am Aditya Rajvedya, an aspiring data analyst with a passion for discovering actionable insights. And today I am excited to share the very first project that I created during my enriching bootcamp journey with Codebases. Throughout this experience, I acquire skills and technologies like Excel, Power BI, and SQL, tools that have shaped my analytical toolkit. For specifically this project, I worked with Excel using tools like Power Query, Power Pivot with DAX, pivot tables, and conditional formatting in order to craft sales and financial analytics for AtliQ Hardware in fast-moving consumer good domain. So now you might be wondering what is AtliQ Hardware and what this company is all about. Well, AtliQ Hardware is a leading manufacturer and provider of a premium computer hardware catering to a diverse range of clients across the globe by seamlessly connecting technology to the end consumers, and that too by following the September to August fiscal year. For example, if we talk about fiscal year 2025, it was started in the September 2024 and will end in the August 2025. So now the question arises, in order to reach the end consumers like you and me, what type of customers does AtliQ deals with? Well, AtliQ deals with the two type of customers. First is the brick and mortar and the second is the e-commerce. Brick and mortar are the actual physical stores, whereas e-commerce are the online platforms. And to ensure the widespread availability of their products across different regions and markets, AtliQ sells their product via three main different channels. First is the retailer channel, selling these products through an offline stores like Croma and online platforms like Amazon. Direct channel, selling these products through their own offline stores, for example, AtliQ eStore and AtliQ Exclusive. And the third, that is distributor channel. Due to some government restriction in policies, in countries like China, there is a very large distributor which collects the product from the companies and then distribute these products to the local stores in that country. And from these stores, it reaches out to their end consumer. So now let's look at the different regions in which AtliQ Hardware operates. AtliQ Hardware operates across North America, Europe, Latin America, and Asia Pacific regions in order to ensure the widespread availability of their product. At this point, we have a necessary understanding about the company's profile. Now let's take a moment and understand why was this project needed. Well, this project was needed because of the three key main reasons. First, that is sales analytics, to evaluate customer behavior, monitor sales trend, and measure performance against the sales target. Second, finance analytics, to assess financial health, plan budgets, and align strategic goals with the performance. Third is the automation, to save time and reduce manual efforts by leveraging tools like Excel, Power Query, and Power Pivot. Now, at this point, we have a thorough understanding about the company profile and why was this project needed. Let's embark on the very first report in our project, that is sales analytics reports. So now let's explore the sales analytics report. So the very first report that falls under the sales analytics report is customer performance analysis. So this report will show that how much net sales is generated in the fiscal year 2019, 2020 and 2021 along with the year-over-year growth, that is 2021 versus 2020. So the insight we are getting from this report is that across all the regions and markets, the net sales generated by all the customers through all divisions of product is 87.5 million in 2019, 196.7 million in 2020, and 598.9 million in 2021. The year-over-year growth rate of 304.5%. Amazon led consistently with 12.2 million in 2019, 37.5 million in 2020, and 82.1 million in 2021, making it AtliQ's top performing customer. However, it has a least growth rate of 218.9% only, whereas some customers like Nova, Integration Stores, and ChipTech shows a higher growth rate, but they had very low net sales. Moreover, they didn't have a net sales available for the fiscal year 2019. Moving ahead with the second report in the sales analytics report is market versus target sales analysis. Means this report will show and help us to identify the gap between the actual and the target sales. So the insight we are getting from this report is that there is an overall target miss. Means AtliQ Hardware missed its 2021 revenue target by 54.9 million, that is approximately minus 8.4% across all markets, indicating widespread underperformance. Second, the significant shortfalls occurs in the key revenue markets like India, USA, and Canada. Third, that European market struggles the most, means the European market exhibits the largest percentage defects with Germany, France, Italy, UK, Poland, and Sweden ranging from -7% to 15.3% below targets. So, in order to address the shortfalls, AtliQ Hardware must analyze market-specific factors, including competitor pricing. Secondly, improves their sales forecasting accuracy. And the third, implement the region-specific promotions that will reassess strategies in underperforming markets. Now, let's embark on the financial analytics report. In the financial analytics report, the very first report will give us the market-wise profit and loss statement. Means this report will help us to analyze the financial performance across different regions in fiscal year 2021. And these are the following insights we are getting. The number one insight that higher net sales don't always means higher profitability. Means India leads the net sales but has a lower gross margin percentage, while New Zealand and Japan achieve higher profitability despite lower net sales. The second, European market shows moderate net sales but stronger profitability, means countries like France, Netherlands, and Poland maintain a balance between a revenue and profitability. And the third and the last insight, smaller markets with low net sales struggle with the profitability. Countries like Austria and Sweden generates minimal revenue, highlighting potential inefficiencies or early stage market presence. Moving ahead with the report number second in the finance analytics report. This report is all about the profit and loss report on yearly basis, includes the key matrices like net sales, cost of goods sold, gross margin and gross margin percentage. And these are the following insights we are getting from this report. The insight number one, there is an explosive growth in net sales, means AtliQ Hardware has seen net sales more than triple from 2020 to 2021, indicating strong market demand, possibly expansion or effective sales strategies. The second insight, rising cost outpacing sales growth, means cost of goods sold has surged slightly higher than the net sales, pointing to increased production or procurement. Insight number three, there is a declining profitability efficiency, means despite higher gross margin dollars, gross margin percentage has dropped from 41.4% in 2019 to 36.4% in 2021, signaling cost pressures, pricing challenges, or a shift to lower margin products. In order to solve these issues, there is a need for strategic cost management, means AtliQ Hardware must focus on cost control, supplier negotiations, and pricing strategies to sustain profitability while leveraging its expanding revenue base. Coming to the last report in our finance analytics report, this report again is a profit and loss report, but this time it is on monthly basis for all the customers across different regions and markets through all divisions of product. This report also includes the same key matrices as of previous one, and the insight we are getting from this report is that AtliQ Hardware generated significantly more revenue each year, especially in 2021, growing from 87.5 million in 2019 to 598.9 million in 2021, which means net sales more than doubled from 2019 to 2020 and then tripled again in 2021. Second insight, most revenue is generated at the end of the year, means from October to December, with the December being the biggest month, peaking at 11.4 million in 2019, 29.9 million in 2020 and 78.1 million in 2021, which means they likely have the strong holiday promotions or their products are popular gifts. The third insight we are getting, that revenue is the lowest in the middle of the year, means in the quarter 3, with a very low point of 2.1 million in March 2020. This is more likely because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And the March 2021 showed a massive recovery to 44 million. Last insight we are getting, that even though they are generating a lot of revenue, their profit margin is shrinking from 41.4% in 2019 to 36.4% in 2021. This is because their cost of goods sold are going up. So in the last, as we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank you all for your time and attention. Sharing a project has been a truly enriching experience for me. I hope you liked it. And I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Hemanand sir, Mr. Dhaval sir, and entire team of Code Basics. The knowledge and guidance they have provided will always remain a cornerstone of my journey. And if you have any questions, thoughts, or feedback, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. And thanks once again for your time and attention. And I look forward to the journey ahead.